Neera Patel's New Year's Day 2025, a hilarious family adventure. In the heart of Durban, Neera Patel, a lively South African born Indian woman, was gearing up for what she promised would be the most spectacular New Year's Day celebration her large family had ever seen. Neera had never been one to settle for the usual gathering of sitting around, eating too much curry, and listening to Uncle Rajesh talk about the time he met the president at a wedding, a story he had been repeating for years. No, this year, Neera had a plan. And not just any plan, she had a grand vision. This year, we're going all out, Neera proclaimed, as she gathered her family around the dinner table, which was already overflowing with samosas, biryani, and enough chutney to fill a swimming pool. I'm talking Bollywood extravaganza meets Durban's finest curry fest. We're going to have it all: dancing, singing, food, and yes, matching outfits. Her family exchanged looks, wondering how many times they'd heard the words, "We're going all out," before, only to be disappointed with the results. But Neera, with her infectious enthusiasm, convinced them all that this year would be different. Step 1: The outfits. The first part of Neera's plan was the outfits. She had envisioned the entire family dressed in beautiful, sparkling saris and kurtas, sequins glittering like stars. It was going to be a sight to behold. She placed the order online, spending hours picking out the perfect pieces, making sure everyone in the family had something fabulous to wear. The problem? What arrived 2 days before the celebration was far from what she had imagined. Her husband, Rajesh, opened the package containing his kurta and stared at it in disbelief. "This thing is tight around my waist. I can barely breathe," he complained, tugging at the fabric like a man stuck in a straitjacket. "Rajesh, it's called fitted fashion. It's trendy," Neera reassured him. "You look great. Just, try not to eat too much curry tonight." Meanwhile, her teenage son, Arjun, pulled out his kurta, only to find it bright pink, adorned with gold sequins. His face turned pale. "I am not wearing this," he declared, shaking his head. "You can't make me wear this to a family gathering." Neera, not one to be easily deterred, pleaded with him. "It's for the family photos, Arjun. Just think about it, we will be iconic." After much convincing and a few muttered complaints, the family grudgingly agreed to wear the unique outfits. But at least they had one thing going for them: the photos were going to be unforgettable. Step 2: The decorations. Next, Neera turned her attention to the decorations. She imagined her home transformed into a glittering palace, with fairy lights twinkling like stars and lanterns hanging from every corner. But the reality? It wasn't as glamorous as she had hoped. The 200 fairy lights she ordered arrived tangled in what seemed like a hopeless knot, and after an hour of frantic unraveling, Neera found herself cursing every single twinkle. "Why do they even make these so small?" she muttered, before somehow managing to get them strung across the living room. As the evening wore on, Neera realized there was one small detail she had forgotten: the backyard. Her plan had included a beautiful outdoor area for the fireworks display, but in her rush, she had neglected to do anything with the space. So, with little time left, she ran outside, grabbed some leftover decorations from Arjun's school project, and quickly hung them on the fence. Later, when she tested a few fireworks, disaster struck. One rocket shot sideways, ricocheted off the neighbor's garden gnome, and landed on her mother-in-law's prized fern. "It's special effect," Neera quickly explained, hoping her mother-in-law wouldn't notice the damage. "It symbolized the passion of family unity." Her mother-in-law, who was a fan of dramatic explanations, nodded approvingly, and Neera breathed a sigh of relief. Step 3: The food. The food was supposed to be the peace de resistance of Nera's grand plan. She had prepared a spread of Durban's finest curries, biryanis, bunny chows, and, of course, her famous samosas. She was confident it would blow everyone away. But on the morning of New Year's Eve, disaster struck. Nera had stepped out to grab some last minute groceries, only to realize she'd left the keys inside. With her husband taking an afternoon nap and no one else answering the door, Nera was locked out. She stood on the front porch, staring helplessly at the grocery bags until a delivery driver arrived with some extra chutney. After an awkward conversation with him, Rajesh finally woke up and let her inside, but not before wasting another half hour of precious time. By the time Nera finally managed to cook the curry and assemble everything, the food was far spicier than she intended. Arjun's best friend, who was visiting for the first time, took one bite and immediately ran for the milk, his face turning red as if he'd eaten a chili. Meanwhile, Nera's aunt, who had a sensitive stomach, spent the rest of the evening avoiding the curry altogether. Step 4. The dance performance. With the food sorted, mostly, Nera turned her attention to the piece de resistance, the dance performance. She had spent weeks practicing Bollywood moves in front of the mirror, and now it was time for the family to perform. The moment the music started, things went downhill. Nera's uncle Ravi, who was supposed to be the star of the show, accidentally stepped on the family dog, while her aunt, convinced she was the next Madhuri Dixit, twirled so enthusiastically that she took out the Christmas tree in one fell swoop. Everyone scrambled to help, but it was clear the performance was a disaster. Still, Nera encouraged everyone to dance like no one is watching, though her dad's attempt to be the lead dancer from Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge almost resulted in a pulled muscle. Step 5. Midnight Countdown. Finally, it was time to ring in 2025. Nera, a little frazzled but determined to finish strong, gathered everyone around the TV. The clock struck 11:59, and just then, Nera's youngest nephew, Mohan, ran into the room, crying, "Where's my phone charger?" Nera stared at her family, now clad in mismatched outfits, with food stains on their clothes and wild hair from the dance performance. This was chaos at its finest. But then, at the stroke of midnight, a loud cheer filled the room. Everyone hugged, kissed, and celebrated. Nera realized, as she sat down, exhausted but happy, that this chaotic New Year celebration had been exactly what her family needed. "Maybe next year we will just do pizza," she said, but everyone knew Nera wouldn't let that happen. She'd already be planning the next grand adventure, and they'd all be part of it.